Hi everyone, in this exclusive segment of Learner's Take by Naukri Learning, we'll be in conversation with Pradeep. He has over 7 years of experience in the education and F&B industry. And the course in focus for today is Leadership and Change Management from XLRI, which is hosted by the Talent Edge platform. We'll be discussing a few highlights of the course in detail as we progress in the video. So, we'll be answering questions like how is the course apt for those willing to take on leadership and management roles, how it trains you to use the Sinofin framework for decision making. It includes an engaging Harvard simulation game for change management. So, we'll get to know more about that and how it is helping learners to have a practical and real life application of the concepts that are covered in the course. So let's get started.
So can you just in brief tell us that what is the course about, like if someone needs to get an overview of it?
It's about leadership skills and change management skills. What are the various aspects of leadership, various complexities of leadership, what kind of competencies are required to handle different kinds of situations, and how to build an effective team and how to manage the team efficiently, what are the different kinds of organizations, what are their structures, and who are the various stakeholders, outside the organization, and how to drive change. So, course is regarding that.
Okay, right. And how long did it take you to like complete the course, and how much time did you have to dedicate like per week?
The duration of course was 5 months, but it took longer because of the lockdown. Used to take place weekly. Mostly the sessions were held on Friday evenings, and the duration of the session was 2.5 hours to 3 hours. So per week we had to spend around 2.5 hours to 3 hours.
Right.
That's for the session only. But besides that, we had to spend around a minimum of 6 to 8 hours to do all the readings and prepare all the assignments, and we had to do a lot of discussion because we have to complete those assignments in groups.
Acha, okay.
We have to do groups of 4 to 5, and within this group we had to prepare the assignments.
Okay, so that means they were group studies and group assignments and activities that you had to go through
to give a collaborative element to the course.
Okay. Yeah. And before you enrolled for the course, did you have any demo class or demo session, a preview, so to say, to go with?
No demo sessions or preview was available as far as I know.
Okay, right. Okay, and I believe the course must have been paid. It must have been a paid course, if I'm not wrong.
It was a paid course, and I paid around 70,000 rupees in 3 different installments.
Okay, so Pradeep, can you just give me a deeper dive into the curriculum? Like what were the syllabus components and what did you learn through during that time?
Yeah, it was a very long syllabus, but it was done very efficiently and in a interactive way. Okay. And they adopted a case study method to complete the course. And the first session that we did was from the program director, Professor Rahul Sheil. Okay. And this session was about the Sinofin framework. And for the first session, we were given a project, and we were asked to prepare a presentation using the Sinofin framework to analyze the current situation of pandemic.
Okay, right.
And later on, the sessions moved towards some of the aspects of leadership, like self-awareness, self-management, personalities, and dealing with moral dilemmas, etc., and emotional intelligence. Then there were sessions regarding team management. how to build an efficient team,
Right.
how to delegate powers, and how to motivate the team members. And later on, the sessions move towards uh, organizational structure and how to do a organizational diagnosis, balance a scorecard, then how to drive change. And at the end of the course, there was a Harvard simulation game regarding the change management. That was truly instrumental to understand the dynamics of change, managing change.
Yeah, that's a good aspect of the curriculum that you have shared with us. So let's move on to any case studies, projects that you did. Like basically, what I'm trying to say is, how did you have any chance to apply your learnings during the course?
Yes, all the after almost all the sessions, we had to prepare. We used to get assignments, and in most of the assignments, we have to prepare presentations, and we used to get a lot of case studies. And we had to go through the case, analyze the case thoroughly, discuss it with our teammates, and then we have to apply some of the models, theories, and concepts that was covered during the sessions.
So was the curriculum focused on recorded lectures, or did you have live learning, like live interactions with the mentors?
Yeah, it was live. Classes were live, and it was mandatory to have 70% attendance to complete the course.
So that's a criteria you have to meet.
Yeah, and the sessions were very interactive, and we could ask our questions to the professors, and professors used to ask us questions, and we also used to have discussions to our batchmates through the chat box.
What did you learn? Can you go into a bit of specifics into change management that you learned, maybe especially through the Harvard simulation that you were talking about?
Yes. So there was this game in a particular session. We had to play this game live with our all teammates. An interesting way to understand change. In that particular game, different situations were given, and the relationship between all the members were given there, and we have to adopt steps, and the steps were already present there. Means we had to select from a list of steps. What step would you take to drive a particular change? That was the game all about. So if we selected the right step, our score will move ahead, and if we selected a wrong step, then our goodwill decreases.
What kind of certification do you get at the end, and do you have to be have some eligibility criteria for that?
We would get a certification from XLRI, and to complete the certification, we have to attend at least 70% of classes, and we have to score more than 50% in our assignments, and as well as more than 50% in the final examination that took place at the end of the course.
Okay, so you also have a final examination along with the project.
Along with the project.
Any kind of career guidance you got, like maybe after completing the course, any kind of job search help or any interview tips?
Career guidance is not part of this course, but we can definitely reach out to them. Almost all the professors have shared their contact details, and we could reach out to them. We can also reach out to Talent Edge, and we are also part of a LinkedIn alumni group. From there also we can get some guidance.
Pradeep, how has it impacted your career, or so to say, your learnings after you did the course?
Yeah. I became more self-aware. I became more aware about the management skills that is required, and I'm working on it.
What is the right audience for this course? Like, do you think that someone has to have some background experience, management experience, or is it good for a beginner as well?
No, I don't think that management background is necessary. Anyone who is aspiring for leadership roles, the course is apt to them, because we had some of our batchmates who are not into the management. They were kind of entrepreneurs. So that course is apt for them also. If we want to start our own thing, the skills that is gained through this course is beneficial. So I don't think that management background is essential, but definitely it is more suitable for middle level managers.
Okay.
Ideally, it is suitable for middle level managers.
Okay, I get it. Okay, thank you so much, Pradeep. This was quite insightful, and I believe that this would probably help someone who is looking for a good management course. So, thank you so much for your time and effort.
Thank you.